What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Response Respond. Today I decided to do a little bit of an educational video just because here's a couple things. Number one, I'm a student right now in college, and to me, it's really important to take advantage of the materials you have. And nowadays with the internet, there's a lot of opportunities for us to learn more, take these websites to our advantage, and also make some money even if you want to give back to other students. So I'm actually going to start with Chegg Study. This website, I use Chegg on a regular basis. Chegg Study, you can search the ISBN number of your textbook or whatever to try to find solutions. Now they might cost a little bit of money. You can ask a question, or you can also find an online tutor, and I'm going to get back to that in a little bit. But anyway, Chegg Study it's a great idea, if you just want to find a solution to a random textbook, you might be able to find some solutions, and Chegg is a really well-rated website. There's always questions that get being answered, and they have flashcards, and you can buy books, and you can even with Chegg, just a regular base Chegg site. If you go back to Chegg Books, you can rent books, buy books, and you can actually sell books back to Chegg, which is awesome. So if you ever, buy a book from Chegg and then the next semester you don't need it, you can just sell it right back right here. Up here you can go to sell, and then you can see how much you're going to get for that book. Okay, that's the first website I wanted to talk about, is just Chegg Study and Chegg Books. The next one is Quizlet. Now, if you've never used Quizlet, Quizlet is a flashcard site. Now, Quizlet has cards, they have learn, match, they have other games and stuff that you can do in Quizlet. Basically, if you're not like a traditional learner and maybe you need images on your notes, or maybe you need like, it's really helpful if you need diagrams for like biology or other sciences or whatever you might need a diagram for, or to have like the image of the equations for math or whatever, and it can actually read the notes to you. It can read the name and then the definition, or vice versa. You can match it, like drag and drop them where they're supposed to be, or you can even take sample tests with Quizlet. Another thing with Quizlet is so if you take a sample test, I'm going to go back to that. You can set times, how many questions. So say your exam's going to be 50 questions in 60 minutes. You can just set, okay, I want 50 questions, I want 60 minutes, I want half of them to be true and false and half of them to be multiple choice. Also, what you can do is, if you connect through Facebook or via email or whatever, you can invite your classmates. And me and my classmates have done that for a couple courses. We'll make a Quizlet, and I might do chapters 1 through 3 on Quizlet, and then one of my friends might do 4 through 6, and another friend might do 7 through 9, and then we just share all of the decks of study cards together, and then we kind of just make a class, and then anybody can access them from anywhere at any time. So that's Quizlet. I definitely recommend that. Also, just try Googling like your class number and everything, or whatever your class might be, on Google, and write Quizlet at the end, and you might find that somebody has already made notes for your class, so you might not even have to make the note cards. The next one, just like Quizlet, is Studyblue. This is also in cooperation with Chegg. With this, you can type in the name of your university. So, I don't know. Let me just type in a random university, and let's just say that we're taking Bio 100, Biological Sciences 100 at Ohio University. So that's just a random. I don't know. You have every basic school that you can think of in any basic majors, so you can just basically find whatever whatever your class is, and then you can see like who's teaching it, and then like it's basically like Quizlet, except for it's kind of more to your specific teacher. And as you can see, you can kind of see the answers to like this teacher's that teaches at the University of Florida. Like, so this is this professor's like, this is somebody that took the class and then upload this stuff specifically for that class. So it's more, if you go to a really like pristine school, there's probably going to be more on there for you. But also, if you can't find your school, just try searching nearby schools and or just like similar class numbers, because I mean they're kind of similar like nationwide. So just kind of like search for your school in here. It's pretty good. I haven't used it much, but it's a product of Chegg, and I enjoy Chegg. Speaking of Chegg, Chegg tutors. Now I actually do tutor on Chegg. I know a couple people, basically just from online, that tutor on Chegg. Now, all you need to tutor on Chegg is an unofficial transcript, and you need to like verify your identity and everything. But it's a good way to make a few extra dollars, if you want. Definitely, there's a lot of people that sit on here all day long, so sometimes it is hard to get students. But right now is probably around the busiest time, and then midterms and finals obviously are super busy. But I always see a need for, like, you can specify what topics you're good at teaching. I always see a need for computer science. There's always a need for other sciences like bio and chemistry and physics, and even math. So I mean, if there's every basic topic you can think of, but the students really usually need help in like computer sciences with coding and algorithms, and then a lot of students need help with algebra or statistics or whatever. So if you're really good at math or you're really good at science, it's probably better for you. I don't see a lot of art and music stuff every once in a while, but it's mostly sciences and math. People need help in those subjects. So maybe if you're going for nursing, or maybe if you're going for like databases or whatever you're going for, maybe you should check out Chegg if you want to begin tutoring. And if you feel confident in your subject matter, and maybe like you're a junior or a senior and you think that you can, it's like, oh yeah, I can easily teach computer science 100. I've been through it. So if you've been through a course and you feel like you can help a student, check out Chegg. Definitely, it takes a little bit of time to get students, but it's definitely worth it, and I enjoy using it. The next thing I need to talk about is, I just wanted to talk about Google Drive. Or there's Dropbox, and there's like the OneDrive through Microsoft, but I use Google Drive just because I have an Android device. I have an Android phone, so I use Google Photos all the time, and it's just easier for me to use my phone. I can just use my phone to back up my information online, and then it's all on Google Drive. So I just like Google. And I mean, Google already has all your information anyway, so what's the difference? But I like Google just because it recognizes all these file formats. It recognizes their docs, their sheets, and their slides, which are like their equivalent to Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a cold. And then also it recognizes PDFs, and then it recognizes Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop documents, videos, and then there's like the Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and audio files. It basically will save any file, and then if it doesn't even preview it, you can at least save it back to your computer. Flash drives, hard drives, they're kind of starting to become outdated, which is crazy. This online cloud storage thing is the best, and I do keep everything on my computer's hard drive, and I also keep everything on like my flash drive for school, but it's nice just to back everything up, especially maybe because you might have like a presentation for a class and you don't want to bring the flash drive. You can just back it up on Google Drive and then display it. So definitely use Google Drive or OneDrive or Dropbox or whatever cloud service you like to use. That way you can keep your information backed up. Next one I want to talk about is Coursera. I'm not really familiar with this one as much as the other ones, but it's kind of like how do I explain it? It's like you subsidize learning. Say you really need help with a subject, or you just want to learn more about a subject. So let's say I want to learn more about economics. So I'm going to go to economics, and then it might have your school on here. It probably won't. But let's say you want to learn from I saw Stanford. So Stanford University, here's Stanford University about economics, and you can see the syllabus. You can enroll. It's really all about the courses and the levels. Also use Rate My Professor. So this is kind of just like to show you kind of about the classes. I'm pretty sure You sign up, you can search certain topics if you want to, like I said, subsidize your learning, learn more about economics or whatever it may be. You can also use SlideShare if maybe your professor posts the slides to there, or you might find another professor that posts similar slides online, and then you can kind of just learn at your own pace. If your professor doesn't post their PowerPoints or doesn't post their teaching online, you can use a website like this to kind of get the upper hand, and or even just like catch up because you really need help in the subject. Next is Evernote. Once again, I don't really use Evernote as much. I tend just to back everything up on Google Drive, but I have used it, and I know a lot of people that do use it. The point of it, like it shows here, is you can basically take notes on your phone. It'll be on your computer. It's just cloud-based connection. A lot of people take notes on their laptops in class anymore. Not as many as you would think, actually. At least at my school, a lot of people still take handwritten notes, and it's proven that you retain information if you use handwritten notes. But I do enjoy backing them up. So maybe if you don't want to scan notes in and back them up, if you just want to type them and then have them accessible on your phone, this is another option. But yeah, Evernote, it's a good site, and it's definitely, I've heard a lot of good things about it. So, and as you see right here, you can collaborate. So a lot of people, you can take group notes, kind of like how I said about Quizlet, how you could kind of make like a class, and you guys can all kind of take track of notes together. But I would definitely, with all of those situations, make sure you're close friends with the people, because you don't want to wind up doing all the work. You don't want to do all the notes and then everybody have access to them. Make sure that you get a reliable team to work together. So that's all I really have to say about that. So I know that was like 6, 7 sites. I think I talked about a couple bonus sites in there that are kind of related. I thank you guys for tuning into my channel, and I know this is kind of untraditional to what my channel really is, but I want to try to expand my channel as much as possible, and I thought that this is something that, these are sites that I'm using every day, and why not let you guys know about them in case, because I know a lot of my audience is in high school and college and maybe middle school even, so I know that you guys can use these, to just get the upper hand, and let's make this year a good one. So I thank you guys for tuning in to the Response, and I will catch you guys in the next one.